Hey there, and welcome to the SHTF report for December 27th, 2020. I'm Ed, and I'm going to get right to the facts. I'm going to talk today about the Nashville Christmas Day bombing. Um, and you're probably wondering, what the hell does this have to do with shit hitting the fan? Well, if you don't know, then let me explain. We are in a shit hit the fan situation right now. We have been for some time, regardless of what others might say and might think. Um, we've been in it since we've been dealing with COVID-19, and since we've been dealing with all this political claptrap that is out there and about. And that's what this Oklahoma City bombing has. Now, I'm not going to say that the authorities have it wrong. I just think that they are grasping at straws at this point. They don't know what's going on. Some of the things that they're looking at, possibilities. But I'm gonna leave it to you and your imagination. And let me ask you this: when was the last time you have ever heard of any terrorist organization that has bombed or will be bombing something that gives an early warning? When has any terrorist organization gone and said, "Oh, look, we're going to bomb this place, so stay away"? That goes totally against the terrorist way of thinking. The word terrorist comes from the word terror. And if you're going to make people afraid, if you're going to terrorize, then you do so with high body counts. This was not meant to bring about a high body count, nor was this meant to disrupt communications at the AT&T building. Okay, in Nashville? Come on now. That is not a central hub. That is a switching station and internet hub where you might get regional internet and cell phone signals. That's what that's about. Okay? And yes, it did disrupt AT&T, but not to the extent that it was meant to. Okay? It was not meant to disrupt anything. It was meant to give a warning. Now, they were able, according to FBI sources, they were able to track down a van that was similar, seen on a picture of Google Earth or Google Streets, of a gentleman that lives outside of Nashville, and 63-year-old gentleman by the name of Warner. Mr. Warner, I bet you, is a card-carrying Republican, which is nothing to say badly against the Republicans, but I am almost going to guarantee he is a Trump supporter. He is a follower of King Trump, the louse. And the reason I say this is I look at the explosion, I look at the way it was set up, I look at all these things. Now, maybe the FBI and alcohol, tobacco, and firearms and everybody else is looking at this in the same manner, and they're just keeping it on the low down. I don't know. But first off, look at the way it was done. They got the area evacuated of people. They called in first responders. They were able to get first responders there to help in the evacuation. It wasn't, as some put it, a means to get first responders to injure first responders. No, if you're going to do shit like that, just bomb the fucking police station. Okay? Come on, people, think. Okay? Secondly, no one has taken credit for this bombing, and that tells me a lot. That tells me a whole hell of a lot here, people. Okay? That tells me it's tied to one of Trump's uh, uh, paramilitary, conservative, right-wing factions, if you want to call it a faction, a cell, I don't know, a disorganized group of fucking idiots, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Secondly, this was no amateur job. Explosives. This took out an entire block. This put damage or destroyed 40 buildings in the downtown Nashville area. I think they said 3 injuries, minor injuries. I think that was because of glass or some concussion or something like that. And they are looking at what they believe to be human remains. They can't say for certain if they are human remains because they were found so close that the explosion literally turned whatever it was, whatever this living thing was, into a pile of jelly. Basically, that's what happens. The concussion, the explosion is so great. The explosion, by the way, was heard 2 miles away and rattled windows. Okay? 2 miles. Okay? So this was a powerful explosion. We have to ask, what is the government not telling? Okay? Why is it not telling? Warner, again, he became a person of interest, and they're leaving it to, he was on a Google map. There was that kind of RV parked in his yard. Well, you know what? How many RVs, how many people in that area own RVs that could possibly match that description? Why was he singled out? From a Google street map? Okay, from a Google Street View? There's more to this than meets the eye, my fellow Americans, and let's be honest. Something stinks. Okay, and it's not cheese. So this is what I'm pointing at. This is tied into Trump. Okay, this also, why is there no statement coming from the White House? In every bombing that we've had, from the Boston Marathon to the Oklahoma City bombing back in what was it, the 90s, you know, and prior to that in the 70s and 80s, the Beirut bombing. Our president got on television and condemned the bombing. What is Trump doing? Is he condemning this bombing as an act of terrorism? No, he's not. He's still down in Florida golfing. That's where his worries lie, on the golf course. And again, okay, he's showing just how much of a fucking president he is to you. He doesn't care about the population of this country. He don't care anything about the people. Okay? These people, he is their representative, and he's thumbing his nose and wiggling his ass in front of everybody and saying, see, this is me. Okay? Get used to it, people. Shit's hit the fan, and because of the short amount of time that's left in his presidency, we're going to see more of this kind of crap. Okay? Especially on the 6th. We're going to see a lot of shit go on, and it's causing the military to go on standby alert, because they're fearing that this kind of crap is going to happen nationwide, and they're going to be called into action. I doubt the president will call them in. I really doubt it. He can't get them to go along with his coup. Okay, so what the hell? It's going to be really, really interesting in these next few days, and dangerous. Okay, so shit has hit the fan. If you haven't already, I would hunker down. I would get ready for the onslaught to get worse, for the unrest in the streets to get worse. I expect a lot of stores will shut down for their own safety. So you better stock up. You better stock up on supplies. You could buy all the kind of crap you want to buy, but look, come onto YouTube and type up prepper. Okay, anything that talks about prepper, and I want you to pay attention. Okay, I want you to pay attention. I'm not a prepper. I don't consider myself to be a prepper, but I consider myself to be an intellect who knows how to pay attention to what's going on around me. And that's one of the keys that you need to know. You need to know how to survive when it's pertinent to start your survival. If I were you, it's not too late. Go out, get what you can. Okay. Just recently, I got a 25-pound bag of rice from Sam's Club. Okay. I've got like something like 10 pounds of powdered milk. I was able to get this and bits and pieces, put it together. I'm okay. I'm going to have food at least. It may not be the greatest food in the world. It may not be steak tartare and fucking lobster thermidor, but I tell you what, it's edible. Okay? The short things in the long term I'm going to be short of is fresh produce, fresh fruit. But I do have canned fruit. I do have canned vegetables. I got to stock up on a few other things, but hey, it is what it is. Okay? Me and the cats. I got 7 cats. We got cat food to last. Okay? We're going to have plenty of cat food. That's for damn sure. Plenty of cat litter, too. So I want you to stock up, save up, and if you need pointers, go to any one of these guys out here that you can find on YouTube. These are the guys that have been doing it for years. These are the experts. Okay? Prepper nurse. Prepper, Canadian prepper. Okay? Prepper Nation. These are the people that you really should be listening to and should have been listening to all along. Okay? I'm telling you now. So, with that being said, look, everybody, I want you to stay safe, stay masked up, don't do any silly things, and stock up on what you can. Get what you can now, and be prepared. Okay? And if you can't bug in, you got to bug out. Have a plan. So we'll see you then. We'll talk to you next time. I'm not sure what we'll throw out there, but I guarantee it's going to be interesting. And with my mind, hey, anything is possible. Remember, a wise man believes only in lies, trusts only in the absurd, and learns to expect the unexpected. That's from a show called The Unexpected, way back in the 70s and 80s when I was a kid. Anyway, I regress. Have a great one. Stay safe. And